Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Megaton Musashi Wired. Today, we're going to do a bunch more side quests, starting with Koichi's side quest.
ああ、あなたですか。聞きました？幸運のメダルの噂。メガのメダルを持っていると幸運になれるって噂ですよ。誰が言い出したのかわからないんですけど。そのせいでメダルを勝手に持ち出す客が多くて困ってるんです。しかも噂に乗っかる人間に限って噂のことを忘れるのも早くて。今週だけで街に落ちてるメダルを何枚回収したと思います？はあ、どうせなら店に戻すところまでやってほしいもんです。さっきも隣の狐屋さんに怒られまして、さっさと片付けてくれって。不良がたむろするからただでさえ目をつけられてるのに。見かけたらでいいのでメダルを回収してくれませんか？お礼はしますよ。
Sure, I've been collecting them for hours already.
助かります。俺も探しますんで。
Trading items. Items that can be traded with certain people, such as mega medals, are known as trading items. Trading items are collected by accepting the associated quests. Your collection. Your collection allows... Oh my god, there are 10 pages. I didn't notice the number of pages. I am not reading that, sorry. I'm not reading all of that. I'll just explain it to you as I look at the menu directly. This new app on our phone called the Collection menu. This wasn't there in the original game. It was only added in Megaton Musashi Cross. And it's one of my favorite menus. Let me show you why. Look at this. This has the complete list of rogues you can collect, categorized by rarity and also by rank. Each category counts as its own rogue. So as you can see, I only have the left arm for Musashi in legendary rarity, but I have the complete set in epic rarity. If you're a completionist, this page is going to be both a dream and a nightmare. Because there's so many things to keep track of, and I guess spoiler for later, there will be more categories added later on. This is not the entire thing. There's still more. Plenty of collecting to look forward to, but it's not just collecting for collecting's sake. As you can see on the right, there is a completion reward for each set in the list. These are stat boosts for all your rogues. So for example, if I collect this set, I'm getting plus 19 melee attack for all my rogues. So it's only Musashi for now, but once I get more rogues, they will also get this stat boost. And in fact, I can just collect everything at once. And yeah, these are all the stat boosts I'm getting from simply collecting parts as I played. So yeah, it's definitely worth coming back to this menu every now and then and collect the rewards that are available. It's yet another way to make your rogues stronger. And as you can see, there are plenty of rogues to look forward to that we still haven't encountered. Hopefully by the end of this Let's Play, we will have seen and collected all of them, at least in one of the categories. Which one is this one? Sorry, I just noticed the silhouette is just a giant black square. Who is this? Is this like... No way. So, sorry, I'm trying to remember who appears in the list. Like, I know who this is, but is it really the silhouette or is it a mistake? Because like, is that rogue so big that it just covers the entire... That might actually be the case. Okay, this is a least helpful silhouette, definitely. Anyways, lots of rogues to collect. You also have the weapon tab over here that shows you your weapon proficiency. Now, this is a new feature in Megaton Musashi Wired. I'm not super familiar with it, but I kind of get how it works. Basically, the more you use a certain weapon, the more you can increase your proficiency for that specific weapon. So as you can see right here, I have the iron sword, I have the control baton over here, and I have like pretty much every unique weapon is listed on here, including the twin lancer, the collaboration weapon for combative V. The more you use weapons, the more their proficiency level will increase. And as you can see on the right, you get a variety of rewards for that. So it can be increasing the attack for that specific weapon, it can be increasing your rogue's critical rate. Yeah, a variety of rewards. You have a proficiency level for each weapon, but also for each category of weapon. If the game would just let me put my cursor on, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so as you can see, like there's a proficiency for dual swords as well. So it's not just the weapons, it's also the category of weapons. I don't remember when this is unlocked. I think it's a bit later in the story, but yeah. That's one more thing you can look forward to collecting and completing if you're completionists. But the more interesting tab for us right now is the items tab. This shows us the complete list of items, of collectible items you can find in the game. As you can see, the mega medals that we've been collecting since the start of this Let's Play are here. So you can see there are 60 of them, and we already have 21, which is a pretty good number. It doesn't just tell you how many you have, it gives you the complete list and all their locations. So as you can see, some of them are not available right now. More become available through each chapter. So you can either wait until the post-game to collect all of them, or do it as you progress chapter by chapter. But you have to come back to this menu to check when they become available. It's super useful, and I wish the original game had something like that. Because in the original, they didn't tell you where they were. You just had to walk around town in every single room, every single location, at every time of the day, noon, evening, and night, to hope to find every single one of them. And you just had to open the inventory every time to keep track of how many you had. So yeah, it's definitely a great feature to have. You new players are very lucky to have this. Yeah. Also, as you can see, I missed quite a few in the North Street of the shopping district in the last part. I could have collected these two in the evening as soon as I got out of Romando. And in fact, that's what I should have done if I had read my my Google Doc. I really have no excuse. I have a giant Google Doc open on my second monitor that I just look at every now and then while I'm playing. And it literally tells me when you get out of Romando, skip to evening, go right, collect this, do that. And like, I don't know why. I guess I was maybe too excited to do my very first side quest. I just completely missed that and just run straight for the electronics store in the previous part. So yeah, good job me. Spent weeks writing this Google Doc, this complete roadmap for the Let's Play, and just decided to ignore it. Anyways, I'm just going to use the magic of video editing to make it look like I actually collected them in the last part. Like, remember when I got out of the shop and there was a mega medal right here? Yeah, I picked that up, remember? And then these traces of aliens as well, and another mega medal right here. Man, I'm so glad I had a guide telling me where to find them and pick them up while I was recording. I'm so glad I read it and did not ignore it. Anyways, the collection menu is awesome. It's been a great help when I was preparing this Let's Play, and yeah, definitely check that menu. I've seen a lot of people on Steam and Reddit asking, where do you find this and that? And a lot of people don't even know that this menu exists and has the complete list and everything you need to know. So definitely go check that menu whenever you're looking for one of these trading items or tokens. Anyways, let's see what these mega medals we've been collecting can get us. The Mega Medal Exchange is a special shop using Mega Medals as a currency. There is a set number of items that you can purchase here, and the total cost of all these items add up to the 60 medals that are available in the game. So don't worry about ever running out of medals, you will have exactly the right amount to purchase everything on this shop. Things we can purchase here, we can purchase a new type of motherboard for your rogue, but also some more tokens for side stories, some of which we haven't seen yet, like the Heart of Gourmet. We have 0 of them, well now we have exactly 1. We also have the Book of Otaku tickets, that's 1 of them. The Idol Philosophy. Is that a Hoshinoko reference? I never noticed. That's a Hoshinoko reference, right? I'm crazy. I never noticed that until now. Anyways, Idol Philosophy. We'll see what all these tokens are used for. And finally, the Suspicious Gaze. Finally, we have a bunch of decals. So this Inazuma decal, also coming from Inazuma 11. but also a new type of decals called the Battler's decal. Do these logos ring a bell? They come from the LBX series, Little Battler's Experience, also known as Danbo Senki in Japan. So these ones are from Danbo Senki Wars, if I'm correct. Omega Dine is from Danbo Senki W, the sequel, and this is like the logo for all the rogues. I almost said rogues. All the LBX created by Professor Yamano in the original game. So yeah, you have some LBX themed decals if you want to decorate your rogue. Finally, we have some Materite. This is the least interesting part of the shop, plus some materials for crafting motherboard circuits and some junk. So yeah, these are the least interesting rewards, clearly, because you can only buy one of each, so clearly not very useful, but the decals are pretty cool, and yeah, if you're a level 5 fan, especially an LBX fan, these will be really cool to add to your collection. So yeah, that's it for this shop. The Mega Medal quest is technically still active and will remain active until we have collected every single Mega Medal in the game. So as you can see, it's over here as order, so like we started the quest, but it will only be completed when we collect all 60 of them and come back to Koichi to give them back. In addition to the side quest we just started, 4 more quests have appeared in this menu. One involving the Traces of Aliens and another one involving the Akamon stamps. So these are 2 other types of trading items that we've already been collecting and we can exchange in his special shop, just like the Mega Medals. So we'll definitely go and check these shops later. We also have 2 more quests that can be found in the school. A Dangerous Leak involving the Newspaper Club, and Hearts and Clubs involving this guy who we already talked to in the third floor of the multi-purpose wing. So before we move on with the story, we're supposed to go to Rogue Hangar 1 right now. Before we go there, let's do some side quests. Akamon is over here and has a quest for us.
スタンプシートどうぞだもん。隠れアカモンを探せイベントをやってるもん。街のいろんなところに僕が隠れてるから見つけてスタンプを集めるんだもん。
見た目が怖いのか誰も相手にしてくれない。よし決めたぞ。
そこのあなた、アカモンスタンプラリーに強制参加だもん。スタンプを集めると景品と交換だもん。エンジョイ。
I guess we don't have a choice. Yes.
ありがとうだもん。隠れアカモンを探してもん。あ、スタンプと交換するもん。
The Akamon Stamp Exchange. So just like the Mega Medal Exchange, we have a bunch of decals as well as some tokens for side stories. We can purchase them already. The Heart of Gourmet, number 2. Lead on a Scoop, that's our first one. And our second, Suspicious Gaze. Regarding the decals, we have some Inazuma 11 decals. These ones are unmistakable. There's Raimon Middle School, there's Teikoku Academy. Now, interestingly enough, they're using the Japanese name there. Likewise, they went with Inazuma J instead of Inazuma Japan. But in the English dub, it's called Inazuma National. For Raimon, it's the same name in Japanese and English, so it doesn't look like a translation mistake or anything. But yeah, looking at Teikoku and Inazuma J, it really seems like whoever was in charge of localizing these names didn't get like the official dub names for these teams and just went with like just the Japanese names. It's a bit of a shame, honestly. Like I obviously I don't mind the Japanese names because they're the original names, not bad or anything. But like it's a bit of a missed opportunity for the localization to completely miss the dub names. Other decals include the Genesis, the Chaos, and the Ogre team. And then it's a bunch of materials, just like in the other shop. Hey Sakura, how are you?
何か用？今、あんまり人と話したくないの。
Alright, I'll leave you alone. No! I wanted to pick up the Traces of Aliens right here. Now it's night, I have to skip back to evening. No! I wanted to pick up this one.
健康のために隣町まで歩こうと思ったんだけど気がついたら家にいたんだ。
I love this guy and his stories. It's like Like, this poor guy gets his memory erased and rewritten every day, it seems. If we go to Sunflower Garden, over here, there's a Mega Medal. Oh yeah, this kid over here.
たくさん遊んだらお腹すいたよ。おやつ食べたいな。
His name is Hiroto. I wonder if it's an Inazuma 11 reference. Like, an orphan in an orphanage called Sunflower Garden, called Hiroto. That's like, it seems too big of a coincidence.
前にシャッターの中で爆発音がしたぞい。もしやここは爆弾の製造工場なのか？
Yeah, what is this factory? Kindaichi Industry Incorporated. I wonder what's inside. Also Mega Medal. Yamato, have you secretly been collecting these medals too? Do you believe they're lucky charms, Yamato? Really? Oh my god, Teru has been collecting them too.
いつまでも子供だと思っていたテルが、もう高校生とはな。時が経つのは早いもんだ。
テルはね、料理がすごく得意なのよ。まるで一人暮らしでもしていたみたいに。
Oh man, if only they knew. If only they knew.
恋愛映画の脚本を書こうとしたけど無理だったよ。そもそも恋愛したことないし。
Yeah, I feel ya. I've tried writing romances too, but I suck at it. Don't try writing a romance film if you're not comfortable with the genre. Don't even try.
私もいい年で体調を崩す日もあったんだが、最近は薬のおかげで調子がいいんだ。
Aw, I'm glad for you. I'm glad you're feeling healthy now.
猫はいいな、友達と一緒で。僕もいつもなら、ナオくんと一緒なんだけどな。
I think this kid is Shin, Nao's friend. You know, the kid from the park who had a fight with his best friend? I think it's supposed to be him. I wonder why they got into a fight. I hope they patch up.
私、とうとう桃香様とツーショット写真撮ってもらっちゃった。
え、ずるい。私まだ撮ってもらったことないのに。
騙されちゃダメよ。ツーショットとか言ってるけど、自撮りで遠くに桃香様が見切れてるだけなの。
These girls. We have another Mega Medal over here. And some money. Nice. Over here, right behind Reiji, we have a Mega Medal and also a cat toy over here. Okay, fine. Reiji, how are you doing?
僕が戦わなかったから。君は
Aww, he still feels bad about the Grey Cat's death, even though he's not actually dead. I wish I could tell him his friend is alive. Reiji, no. Over here we have our 30th Mega Medal, meaning we now have exactly half of the medals. And now that's 31. We have more than half. We're making so much progress. Over there in the corner we have another one. Momoka.
いじめってさ、ダサいよね。自分の価値を下げてることに気づかないのかな。
Momoka hates bullying, and she knows of someone who's being bullied. I wonder where that will go.
アスナ、最近よく牛乳飲むようになったの。前からあんなに飲んでたかな。
So this line is kind of funny because it seems to imply that ever since Arshem possessed Asuna, she drinks a ton of milk. Like, Arshem loves milk and drinks milk all the time, and that's unusual for Asuna. But we never actually see Asuna, like, possessed Asuna drinking milk. There's, to my knowledge, like, as far as I can remember, there's exactly one cutscene where that happens. Like, just one cutscene where we see Asuna drinking milk, and that's it. But for some reason, they decided that this was actually, like, a really important character trait, that Arshem loves milk and drinks milk all the time. This is so odd.
最近、記憶が混乱してるって人を取材したんだけど、次の日にはいなくなってて、どうなってるの？
I wish we got to see Kyoka's investigations. This sounds so much more interesting than what's going on with Yamato. I mean, obviously Yamato's side is really interesting because they're like giant robots everywhere, but like, I wish we could have seen Kyoka and the newspaper club's investigations. Speaking of newspaper clubs, Kayano from the newspaper club has a quest for us.
これは事件の匂いがする。新聞部がスクープしたネタが漏れてるみたいなの。きっとスパイの仕業だよ。ひどくない？私たちがようやくゲットしたネタだったのに。というわけで犯人探しもちろん協力してくれるよね。
Sure.
やったありがとう。疑いたくはないけど同じ新聞部の未来と今田くんならいつでも情報を持ち出せると思うんだよね。ちょっと探ってみてくれる？ほら敵を疑うにはまず味方からって言うでしょ。あれなんか違う？まあいいや、とにかくお願いね。はあ、仲間を疑わなきゃいけないなんてなんて残酷な試練なの。
A dangerous leak. Quest start. Let's go outside and talk to Shun and Mirai.
私スパイじゃありません。もしかしてかやの先輩ですか？もう先輩ったら。以前もイケメンの転校生の情報を掴んでたのにかやの先輩が喋っちゃったんです。誰にも言っちゃダメだよって先輩が言ってたのにスクープではなくなってしまって悪気はないんですけどね。
Wait, how did she call her? Did she call her Yoshiko? That's not her name, right? Hold on. Like, as I was reading this, I was like, wait a minute, is that really her name? Isn't that Kako her name? Where is she? Yeah, right? Kako Kayano. Like, she, like, did Yoshiko send you? Was she talking about her? I might have to rewatch that. Yeah, no, I went back and checked the footage. She says Kayano Senpai. That's Kako Kayano. What did they say Yoshiko then? Did they just get the name wrong? Where did the Yoshiko come from?
俺がスパイ？そんなわけないじゃないっすか。むしろスパイを疑うならカヤの先輩の方っすよ。
Again with Yoshiko. Is like Kako a short form of Yoshiko? Why? Where does Yoshiko come from?
前も神崎アスナさんが生徒会長に立候補するスクープを掴んだ時もあの人周りに喋っちゃうんすもん。誰にも言っちゃダメだよって言いながら悪気はないんすけどね。
Sorry, this whole Yoshiko thing bothered me to no end. So I took my Switch and opened a Japanese copy of the game just to check. So first of all, her name really is Kako Kayano. There's no mistake about that. So I don't know where the Yoshiko comes from. I'm guessing that her name, like Kako, is written with a kanji that can also be read as Yoshi. So like the ka might also be read as Yoshi. So I'm guessing the translators saw the kanji and they read it as Yoshiko because that's the most common reading, I'm guessing. But, like, that bothers me so much. Like, they should have noticed that. It's, like, it's not a main character or anything, but she's pretty, like, she's a recurring character. How do you not have a database of all the names that you can cross-reference? Yoshiko! Oh my god. Anyways, we can complete the quest now.
犯人にたどり着いたんだね。その顔を見たらわかるよ。ああ、なんてことなの。可愛い後輩がまさかスパイだったなんて。え、私が言いふらした？やだな、そんなことしないよ。転校生の情報と神崎さんが生徒会長に立候補した情報？ああ、確かにあれは喋っちゃったかも。ごめん、反省します。ところでさっき面白い話を聞いたんだけど、聞きたい？聞きたい？
I love her so much. Oh my god. Okay, you can now access the photography club and the newspaper club. So yeah, this will be the main reward for most of the quests that we have in this game. We just gain access to new locations in Akagicho. So this photography club, newspaper club that we've been walking in front of for multiple times, we now have access to it, and we can collect various items in it, including a mega medal. That's right, you will have to do all the side quests if you want to get all the collectibles in this game. And over here we have an Angel Heart charm, so that's an accessory for a cockpit. Angel Heart, if you remember, is the name of the maid cafe in the North Street. Alright, let's keep going, we have some more items to collect. Up here in the art room, we can find a mega medal here, and another one right here in the middle of the room. Next, we have this guy's side quest.
悩ましい。ねえ君、僕の重大な決断のために力を貸してくれない？あんまり時間は取らせないから。ね。
Okay.
いやー、助かるよ。実はさ、僕好きな子に振られちゃって。でもどうしても諦めきれなくて、それで決めたんだ。運動部に入ってダイエットするって。でさ、どこに入部するのがいいと思う？バスケ部と剣道部と空手部で迷ってて、どれがいいか決まったら教えてほしい。
We now have access to the Hearts and Club side quest.
お願い。僕がどの運動部に入ればいいか、君の意見を聞かせてほしい。バスケか。確かによく走るからダイエットになるよね。でもな、どうせ入るならもうちょっと身長がないとな。それにチームプレーは苦手だし、そこが微妙だよね。剣道か。まあ市内で戦うってかっこいいよね。でもな、あの子に試合を見てもらうなら顔が見えないのって損だよね。剣道の防具って臭いって言うし、微妙だよね。空手か、厳しそうなんだよね。でもそういえばあの子、早乙女さんにライバル心燃やしてるっぽいから、早乙女さんに勝てるくらい強くなれば好きになってくれるかも。よし、空手部に決めた。ありがとう。さあ痩せるぞ。おっす。
You can now access the Karate Club. Yeah, he actually had a crush on June and he got rejected. Anyways, yeah, we have access to a new location, the Karate Club, which is over here. We have some money. Can you see it? There's a KJ graffiti right behind the chairs. That's pretty much it for this location. There's one more reward, but you can only get it during the day. And unfortunately, while we're inside the school, we cannot change the time of day. So I'll have to leave the school and come back during the day to get it. So it's fine. Hey, how's it going?
ダイエットして強い男になる。そしてもう一度あの子に告白するぞ。おーす。
Sure. Good luck with that. If we go on the rooftop, right next to the entrance, we have a Mega Medal and a cat toy right in the same spot. Over here, another Mega Medal. And a Mega Medal here. Also, yeah, this is the shop that we unlocked with our first side quest earlier. I already showed you in the last part, and you can access it from the menu anyways, but yeah, it's here if you want to go there in person. Alright, we've done everything we need to do in school. We can now leave.
前にこの辺りで見かけた灰色の猫ちゃん、最近見かけないんだけど、どこ行ったのかな？
I'm pretty sure she's talking about the gray cat from the Cat Tactics. Like, it's the only cat that's called Gray Cat, and it's gone missing. I'm pretty sure it's that cat. Also, remember that in the original game, that cat is supposed to be dead at that point.
例の件はあんまし進んでねえけど、胸くそ悪い連中の方は見つけたぞ。
前に言ってた寄ってたがってってやつか。わかった。お前んとこに人数割いとくわ。
These guys seem like they're up to no good. I wonder what's their deal. Also, notice anything familiar on that guy's t-shirt? Yeah, we'll get to know them very soon, don't worry.
実は誰が赤門をデザインしたのか商店街の誰も知らないらしいんだ。不思議だ。
Who designed Akamon? What a mystery. One more Mega Medal over here. This little winner winner Daruma key strap. That's nice. And another medal. Yamato, how many have you been collecting? Alright, now let's go to Oblivion Bay, but not directly to Rogue Hangar. We got some useful items to pick up around here. Yeah, remember how when Reiji came through this entrance in Chapter 4? Now we have access to that entrance. This is the Talent Development Center, which I think is where he was being kept as a child and being researched, along with the other kids who have psychic powers. Now this can be used as an entrance by Yamato. There are other entrances that we can unlock later in the story, but for now we can enter from there alongside the Arcade Mega inner office. Let's get a Mega Medal by this locker.
山本のロッカーを整理してたら娘さんの写真が出てきてさ。
Oh no. Every time I find out more about Yamamoto and Sakura, I feel so sad. Over here we have another side quest involving the traces of aliens.
眠いわ。こんなんじゃまた天童さんに怒られちゃう。あ、ごめんなさい。ぼーっとしていて。あれ？新人の子じゃない。あなたのこととても応援してるのよ。仲間になってくれて嬉しい。私、本当はこんなとこにいる場合じゃなくて、報告会までに異星人の痕跡を回収して資料をまとめないといけないのよ。でも表の仕事の方がすごく忙しくてろくに眠れていないの。表の仕事はエンジニアなんだけどね。今まさにデスマーチ状態で。そうだ、もし時間があったらでいいのだけれど、異星人の痕跡を回収してくれないかしら。地球にはない物質だったら間違いないわ。もちろんお礼はするから。
Of course, I'd love to help.
回収してくれるの？あなたは命の恩人よ。
Now please get some sleep.
ああ、調子はどうかしら。
We have access to the Traces of Aliens exchange. This one has another motherboard, the Memory Wide H1. So this one focuses more on memory chips rather than other types of components. In the original game, they had very different names. Like they tried to give it like actual motherboard sounding names, like the WP Max 3000 or whatever, but it meant absolutely nothing. Now they have names that kind of hint at what they're used for. So like you have different types of components for each motherboard. This one is going to have more slots for memory chips, whereas another one will have more slots for motors or CPUs and so on. Let's use our Traces of Aliens to purchase some tokens, our 6th Machoism, and our 2nd lead on a scoop. As for the decals, we finally have the true Inazuma decal English delegate, not the warning sign from last time, as well as the American delegate and the Spanish delegate. So they're all emblems from the national teams from Inazuma 11-3. We also have the shield emblem and some more Danbol Senki Wars emblems. Let's go back to the shopping street, exiting from the Arcade Mega. Over here we have more Traces of Aliens. We can go back to the North Street to get some more items, like this Mega Medal over here, another Mega Medal right here, and another one over here. What are these guys up to?
私は見た。川の上流から桃が流れていくところを。桃太郎は実在する。次のスクープはこれで決まり。
どうせボールかなんかと見間違えたんすって。かやの先輩、もう帰りましょうよ。
I love these kids so much. Also, he called her Kako and not Yoshiko, so it really was a mistake. Next to Benny's, we can find these two guys.
ベニーズってファミレスなのになんかお袋の味って感じするんだよな。
それわかるっす。家で食べてるような安心感があるんすよね。
They are the two, like the guys with flashy clothes that the woman talked about last time. And they also have that KJ logo on their shirts. They seem to be from the same group. I can't wait to introduce you to these guys. They're a really funny bunch. Over here we have... Nope, that's not it. In the trash can maybe? Yeah! Our 7th machoism. Also, these two...
こんなところにいて警察に補導されでもしたらどうする？
ほら、パパの本音は結局それでしょ。私が補導されたら世間体が悪いもんね。
Yeah, a guy and his daughter arguing in this back alley in the middle of the night. They have a bunch of dialogues throughout the game. Going back inside Mega, by this trash can we have another type of item, the Resident Secret. There's so many tokens! Alright, and I think with that, if I'm correct and I did not miss anything on my Google Doc, we have collected everything from this chapter. So let's look at our collection list now. We have 44 Mega Medals, 15 Akamon stamps, 2 KJ graffitis, 9 traces of aliens. This one we haven't encountered yet. There's still more. 7 machoisms, 2 leads on a scoop, 3 cat toys, 1 idol philosophy, 2 hearts of gourmet, 1 book of otaku tickets, 1 resident secret, and 2 suspicious gazes. That was a lot of collecting for one part, and I hope it wasn't too boring for you to watch. But yeah, as you can see from that list, there's still plenty more for us to collect. And this will happen throughout the next chapters. So strap on, we have a lot to do. Now that we have done all of that, we can finally move on with the story. Let's see what Minami has to tell us in Rogue Hangar number 1.
Yamato君、何か用？
デュークさんから戦力アップの話なら南さんに聞けって。
話が早いわね。ちょうど話そうと思っていたところよ。戦力アップというのは仲間となるメガトン級ローグが1機増えたの。だからこれからはメガトン級ローグ2機で出撃できるわよ。
You can now add a second rogue to your rogue squad.
どういうことだよ。メガトン級のパイロットは俺たち3人だけだろ。
新しいパイロットがいるの。協力して任務に当たりなさい。
どんなやつなんだよ。紹介もなしか？
彼は私の管理下のパイロットではないからすぐに紹介はできないわ。
んだよ、つまんねえな。奴らの襲撃か。
そのようね。ヤマト君、出撃準備を急いで。
Switching rogues. During missions, it is possible to change the rogue you are controlling. Press Y, F, whatever to bring up the weapon wheel and select a rogue with the left stick. I'll show you that during the next mission. Changing your rogue will also change your pilot. So from this point onwards, we have 2 rogues and we get to play as both Yamato and Reiji. And in fact, if we go to the rogue hangar, you can see that we have our second hangar now available with Arthur and Reiji as the pilot. We can just very quickly look at Arthur, see what it looks like. Arthur's set skills are based around evasion. The first skill reduces the boost gauge consumption, the second one increases the invincibility duration after evading, and finally the third skill increases the duration during which you will deal more damage immediately after doing a precise evasion. So yeah, when you're playing with this rogue, you really want to time your dodges right and evade as much as possible to increase your damage output. Anyways, we have a mission to do. Oh wait, I haven't... These 2 guys, remember them?
2番ローグハンガーも準備してるみたいだね。あっちの整備士とはあまり話したことないんだよな。
Well, you might not remember her because I'm actually not sure I've even been there. She's running the hair salon Upgrade, which is on Main Street. And this guy, we met him at Romondo.
新型機がどうしても気になってこっそり2番ローグハンガーを覗きに行ったんだ。
So they also work at the Rogue Hangar, and they only show up during the night because they're busy running their shops during the day.
今回は新入りのパイロットも一緒なんだってね。仲良くやるんだよ。
We're gonna go on a mission with Reiji.
何ですか？あまり悠長にしている場合ではないかと。
Fine, fine. Man, she's no fun.
戦力が増したこちらの力を思いっきり発揮してきてください。
メガトン級ローグがもう一機となると戦力は格段に跳ね上がりますよ。
新しいパイロットのことが気になるでしょうけど、今は任務に集中しなさい。
Alright. Enough talking, enough side questing. It is time for some action.
調子はどうかしら。
I did not want to talk to you. Why did they place her right next to the mission counter? I keep talking to her by accident. Oh my god. Well, that ruined it. Let's pretend this didn't happen. Time for some action.
こちらはミッションカウンターです。
White Knights. This is our first mission with 2 rogues. And of course, Ibushi and his faithful Zero number 6. I don't think we can... Oh, we can actually. We can customize Arthur's weapons. We can't customize the rogue itself. Wait, actually we can. What am I talking about? I could have customized them this whole time. We actually went into the hangar a minute ago. We could customize him, but I don't think I have enough I don't have any Arthur rogue parts so far. So let's just stick with the default Arthur, but we'll definitely equip some better weapons for him. I mean, look at the power gap between our Musashi and this Arthur. Oh my god, Arthur is so weak. Okay. We need some fire/weapons and some ice destroy and ice shooting weapons. So sure, let's go with that and give some... Oh man, Arthur is getting the terrible weapons. It's fine. He'll be fine with that. Oh yeah, I haven't talked about Silink yet. It can be for another time. Let's play. I'm tired of just talking and looking at menus. Let's do a mission and finish this part.
状況を説明するわ。調査部隊がドラクターと接触。すでに部隊は撤収したけれど、調査を継続するためには敵が邪魔ね。一帯に潜む敵を撃退して。
了解。
あちらのパイロットも準備してるみたいね。
はい、出撃すると聞いています。
2機のメガトン級ローグ。戦いを有利に進められるはずよ。
Man, our Musashi looks so great with these colors.
ああ、新しいパイロットの話は聞いたか？
ああ、詳しくは知らないが、特別なパイロットらしくて、スカウトやテストを受けてパイロットになったわけじゃないらしい。
はあ、一体どんなやつなんだ？
武器装タイプ確認。オールクリア。
ロードバランサー、パラメータサイナス。
メガトンストラテジーシステム連動。出撃ゲートオープン。
一大事ヤマト出撃する。
Mission start.
あっちのローグに新入りパイロットが乗ってんのか。
うざい、新入りなら挨拶くらいしろよな。
通信チャンネルがオフになって会話はできない。2人とも 新入りに気を取られて痛い目を見るさ。
へい。じゃあ仲良くお散歩と行きますか。待ってろよ異星人ども。
あなたと一緒に戦えるなんてドキドキしてますわ。
Man, it feels like it's been ages since we last did a mission. Oh god. Yeah, so we won't get to hear Yamato and Reiji talk in this mission, unfortunately, because the communications aren't on. I think there's a reason for that. It's because in the anime, Yamato and Reiji actually began to talk during missions in the next chapter. Like, what is the next chapter in the game? As I mentioned, this chapter doesn't have an equivalent in the anime. So they just made it so for some reason they can't speak in this one, so that their first actual meeting corresponds to what's in the anime, because they're reusing the same script, same voice recordings and everything. Anyways, as you can see, I was able to switch between Yamato and Reiji, or between Musashi and Arthur. I didn't get to do anything as Arthur because Musashi is way too overpowered. Oh, legendary, that's nice. Anyways, yeah, so you can have, right now we have 2 rogues plus 0. Look at how tiny 06 is. Look, so cute. I wish 06 was playable. I think he used to be he was planned to be playable back when the game was on the 3DS, very early on. But now only the Megaton class rogues are playable. The diver ones are just there to accompany you every now and then. But yeah, at some point we will have 3 rogues, so you'll be able to switch freely between the 3 rogues that you bring on your mission. Anyways, sure, let's get some attack up and fight some guys as Arthur. We already played as Arthur before. I just realized we already played as Arthur. I was like, oh, this is going to be a good mission to showcase Arthur, but we already played as Arthur in the previous chapter and also in the free missions, so I don't know what I was expecting, really. It's just Arthur, you know the guy. I really like this design. It's such a cool concept. Interestingly enough, though, as much as Arthur is Reiji's iconic rogue, when Reiji was first revealed, he was not actually piloting Arthur. He was piloting a completely different rogue, who I don't think we've encountered yet in this Let's Play. I'll talk about this later when we actually encounter the rogue in question. But yeah, I was actually forgot about it. It was only recently when I was rewatching old trailers. Cargo! Oh my god, cargo! Sorry. Where is it? Cargo! Oh my god, the cargo! Okay, so see these guys? They're like little walking treasure chests. They will appear and they will try to run away from you when they see you. So you have to kill them before they escape. And when you do, you get a bunch of treasure. Now, this one was just a common cargo, but there are cargo for each rarity, including legendary. So whenever you see a legendary cargo, stop whatever you're doing and run for it. It's completely random. It's there's no set appearance for cargo, except maybe in a few special missions that give you cargo as rewards. But yeah, they're just completely random, so they can just show up whenever. So always be on your toes. And yeah, as I was speaking, we finished the mission. There's no boss. It just ends like that. You killed a bunch of enemies and that's the end of the mission. Again, this was not in the anime, so they didn't have weapon proficiency, so it has unlocked in this chapter. Nice. That's really cool. Yeah, like I said, it was not in the anime, so they didn't have a plot for this chapter. They didn't have a script for the mission with a boss at the end and you unlock a new move to defeat the bad guy, because that's how it happened in the anime. Since this didn't happen in the anime, they didn't even bother to put a boss and have some dialogue around the boss. It's just, nope, you killed some bad guys. Okay, I guess you've played some RPG for 4 minutes. That's enough gameplay for today. We can end the chapter there. It's really underwhelming. Chapter 5, as you could probably guess, is my least favorite in the entire game. luckily, it's the only chapter that's like that. There will be obviously a lot more side questing, a lot more collecting a bunch of items on the floor all around town, and I'll be doing that quite a lot in the upcoming parts. But thankfully, this is the only chapter where absolutely nothing happens. The next one will definitely have some plot to it, some new characters to meet, and yeah, I think you'll enjoy the next chapter. So thank you for bearing with me and sticking for this probably very boring part. At least we got to do a bit of gameplay at the end and get some legendary guard TP recover. Nice. I never guard. I never use the shield. I'm just like, I don't like blocking. I just like running around and attacking and taking damage. I don't care. But I guess this could be good for people who remember that the left shoulder button exists, I guess. Anyways, I'm going to stop recording here. The chapter is going to end shortly after this result screen. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time for some more Megaton Musashi Wired, with hopefully a bit more plot and a bit more action than in today's chapter. Alright, see you then. Bye!
2期目のメガトン級ローグか。
新入りが舐めたやつならここで一発先輩として締めておかねえとな。
君だって入ったばかりなのに先輩面するのは早いんじゃない？
うるせえ。相変わらず仲がいいわね。言っておくけど戦力アップはローグの力だけじゃダメなのよ。
パイロットである僕たち個人の資質も大事ということだね。
その通り。パイロットの能力をアップするには商店街にあるヘアサロンに行ってごらんなさい。
は？ヘアサロン？
その店は私の部下が経営しているの。表向きは何の変哲もないヘアサロンだけど、記憶操作とシミュレーター訓練を駆使したスキル習得のサービスをしているのよ。怪しいな。大丈夫かおい。とにかく騙されたと思って一度行ってみて。絶対に損はさせないから。
なんか腹減ったな。
戦った後だからね。お腹もすくさ。
今なら天丼3杯は余裕だな。